Airbus A380, a majestic marvel of aviation, has garnered both admiration and frustration among carriers that once held it dear. The passion for this incredible aircraft is undeniable, with Emirates, the largest owner and user of the A380, standing as a shining example. However, their ability to fly these magnificent machines as frequently as desired has been hindered, causing inconvenience and raising questions about the cost of such an investment. Airlines like Emirates face a myriad of challenges with their A380 fleets, prompting curiosity about their decision to reintroduce them. At the heart of every airline's priorities lie two crucial factors: reducing operating costs and maximizing profit margins. The choice of aircraft becomes the linchpin that can make or break these goals. Before the A380 became a customer favorite, it captured the attention of airlines due to its sheer size, a colossal wide-body airliner and the largest passenger plane in existence. Its immense proportions meant one thing: more passenger seats, more revenue to be earned. But why did Airbus embark on building such a mammoth airliner? The answer lies in their determination to counter Boeing's long-standing dominance in the long-haul market with its iconic jumbo aircraft, the Boeing 747. This legendary plane reigned supreme from 1968 until the birth of the A380 in 2003. Airbus produced approximately 254 A380s, including 3 test aircraft, before its maiden launch. Following approval by the European Aviation Safety Agency and the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, the A380 made its official entry into the market in 2007 through Singapore Airlines. In the subsequent years, there was a reasonably strong demand, with the peak period seeing the sale of 30 A380s per year between 2012 and 2014. Among the A380's admirers, Emirates stood out as its greatest client, acquiring a staggering 123 A380s, with the 123rd delivery marking the final supply from Airbus. On the other hand, Boeing had manufactured 1,574 units of the Boeing 747 across 6 distinct models prior to the advent of the A380. The Boeing 747 had enjoyed market dominance, capable of transporting 366 people in 3 travel classes, featuring a double-deck design, an elevated cockpit, and ample cargo space, an enticing option for airlines seeking long-haul capabilities. Airbus had competed with its heaviest variants of the A340 series before the A380, but they failed to pose a significant challenge to the established Boeing 747 in the 1990s. The A380, with its grandeur and spaciousness between seats, proved ideal for long-haul international or transcontinental journeys, lasting around 7 hours. Factors such as travel time and safety began to shape passenger preferences and airline brand choices, with passengers willing to pay extra for the A380's luxury and exceptional safety record. Emirates, being the world's largest A380 operator with over 120 of these magnificent planes in service, had no qualms about their presence. In fact, they celebrated the opportunity to increase their earnings by accommodating more customers on long-haul flights. So, why does Emirates have such an extensive A380 fleet? The primary reason lies in the A380's revolutionary impact on long-haul flying, offering passengers the utmost comfort. Moreover, Emirates favored the A380 because it catered to high demand at slot-constrained airports. In simpler terms, it addressed the issue of flight cancellations or delays caused by overcrowded airports or low-capacity planes. Emirates could transport as many passengers as possible across numerous destinations, utilizing any number of A380s departing from airports daily. This flexibility allowed them to tailor the aircraft's economy, business, and first-class sections to their preferences and profitability. However, this presented a new challenge for A380 owners. The aircraft's size proved too substantial for some destination airports. While the advantages of being the world's largest airplane were apparent, its 90-meter wingspan led to restrictions, limiting the number of airports capable of accommodating it. Some airports successfully adjusted to the arrival of these giants, while others struggled due to their limited network coverage. As a result, these airports had to increase ticket prices to fewer destinations that could handle the massive A380. They needed assurance of near-full capacity before scheduling an A380 flight. Of course, things would have been different if every flight consistently operated at maximum capacity. The projected numbers would have worked splendidly. Alas, filling these enormous planes proved to be a considerable challenge for carriers, resulting in a significant loss of per-passenger efficiency in the long-haul market. Over time, the dynamics of long-distance travel shifted, with short-haul flights becoming more profitable. Airlines focused on smaller planes to meet the lower demand for medium-haul flights to remote locations. Consequently, lower-volume flights began to claim a substantial share of the market. For airlines to maximize profitability, traveling to a destination at full capacity must ensure a similar capacity for the return journey. Using A380s to fly from heavily populated areas with high air travel demand to cities with low demand and returning with less than half of the passenger capacity proved futile, jeopardizing projected profits per trip. Hence, airlines with A380s found it challenging to schedule their mammoth wide-body aircraft as desired. The final blow came with the pandemic, which decimated demand for long-distance travel. Governments worldwide imposed travel restrictions, both domestic and international, to curb the spread of the virus in heavily crowded cities. Airlines faced the burden of their substantial investments in wide-body aircraft, with Emirates having to ground nearly 100 A380s. They had even ordered an additional batch from Airbus, but the dire situation in the aviation industry wiped out profit margins, forcing the cancellation of the order. Emirates' decision to distance itself from the A380 was swiftly followed by Qantas Airlines, which had paid a staggering $445 million for each unit sold. Nonetheless, Emirates did not sever ties with Airbus entirely. They shifted their focus, acquiring 40 A330s and 30 A350s to meet narrow-body flight demands while grounding their larger aircraft. Meanwhile, Emirates' competitors faced similar challenges with their 747s, leading to their withdrawal. As air travel restrictions are gradually lifted, a growing number of passengers will once again relish the unparalleled comfort offered by these colossal jets, which have languished in Emirates hangars across the globe. In the aviation industry, the key players are now racing to revitalize their operations and meet the surging demand for air travel. For Emirates, reintroducing the A380s seems to be the ideal solution. After 3 years since the pandemic's onset, Emirates Airlines has recovered approximately 80% of its services and, in some aspects, has even reached pre-pandemic levels. Network coverage has been restored to 95%, and the management believes that reinstating the A380s will enable the airline to reclaim the remaining 20% capacity it once had. Currently, only 85 A380s are in service, with several requiring maintenance and upgrades before taking to the skies again. The decision to reintroduce these giants into the air can only be attributed to the anticipated resurgence in air travel demand. To ensure their readiness, Emirates has allocated a staggering $2 billion to refurbish the cabin interiors of their A380s and 777s, setting the stage for expanded operations by year-end. Emirates has already taken steps in this direction, as the first A380 flight landed in Auckland, New Zealand, in December 2022, after a 2-year absence, bringing back Emirates premium services for travelers to and from the city. Passengers can now once again relish the spacious and luxurious cabins that have become synonymous with the exceptional A380 flight experience around the world. With Emirates boldly investing in larger A380s, one can only imagine what other airlines are planning to compete in the remarkable renaissance of long-haul travel. Many airlines are likely to follow suit and restore their fleets of 747s, which are equally colossal and capable of meeting the demand in their respective regions. This, in turn, will force Boeing to manufacture additional aircraft that can rival the A380s in the long-haul market or risk losing a significant portion of its current market share to Airbus. Although Boeing's 787s may not match the A380s in terms of capacity, they remain a viable option. However, it remains to be seen how many airlines will be willing to embrace the Boeing 787 or 747 when the A380 offers a far superior choice. I understand your interest in learning more about this topic. Thank you for watching.